It's Thursday in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and it's going to be a beautiful day out there. It's a very pleasant temperature and sun is out. It's just be a wonderful day. Jesus spoke to multitudes in Matthew 23, verses 13 through 33. He spoke about the religious leaders of the day, the Pharisees. And many people have titled this the woes, 7 woes. Actually, there are more than 7 woes here, and I'll try to list them for you. But when I preached this message a number of years ago, I said those woes could be turned into wows. Let's just go through these woes first. When he was speaking to the multitudes, he called the scribes and the Pharisees hypocrites. They were sayers, but not doers. They put the burden on others, but didn't do themselves. Their motives were to be noticed by men and to be honored, and they were haughty about it. They needed to have a servant's heart instead of having such a haughty heart. And the woes that Jesus listed of these religious leaders of the day was that they shut off the kingdom. They were players. They did pretenses. They pretended that they were having long prayers out of actual holiness when in fact it was a facade. They were poor at training others. They were blind guides. They didn't know where they were going themselves. They were making false sacrifices. They were legalists, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but missing out on the weightier things. They were a facade like a dirty cup that is clean on the outside but filthy inside. They were lawless. They were taking false actions. They were building shrines to the previous prophets of God, but just like their fathers, they would have killed them if they had half a chance. But how do you turn these woes of these leaders into wows? Well, first of all, you need to be sure of your salvation. Then you get excited, true excitement about service of God. Training people deliberately with the right attitude and practicing what you preach. Ministers that were ones that would continue to minister to the people regardless of their position in life. Paying special attention to widows and orphans who can't even repay, could do nothing in return. Walking their talk, pointing people to Jesus and teaching and encouraging, helping them to see God and to serve Him, focusing on majors, not on minors, clean and pure hearts with ethics and integrity that were beyond measure, not facades, but holy, with right motives. It's a challenge for all of us in any kind of leadership position to not be hypocritical, to be careful about our integrity and our ethics, to say what we mean and mean what we say, to focus on what's really important, and to be sure that we live what we preach, what we teach. Ethics and integrity are everything. We need to be sure that our example is one that we would never be embarrassed when anybody uncovered anything, because all they would uncover is wows instead of woes. Yes, Jesus was hard on the Pharisees, and certainly all of us are hypocritical in some ways. But my friends, at the end of the day, the Bible tells us that a good name is more precious than silver or gold. And it tells us that integrity and ethics are those things which will be measured by. I hope that as you think about serving God, that you not be a hypocrite, that you not have God say woe to them because of their not walking their talk, not setting the example, not being legalists, not being lawless, not playing favoritism, but rather showing impartiality and truly caring for widows and orphans. Yes, we have a responsibility of stewardship, of the Word of God, stewardship of the resources of God, and responsibility of stewardship of the gospel message. We need to major in the majors and minor in the minors. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a wonderful day.